Welcome to Grand Prix, your go-to channel for the fastest updates in Formula One. We've got 3 hot stories for you, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay ahead of the pack. Let's get started. The Chinese Grand Prix weekend provided an intriguing off-track moment that has sparked considerable discussion in the Formula One community. Red Bull's advisor Helmut Marko was photographed in what appeared to be a serious, but ultimately friendly conversation with Sauber rookie Gabriel Bortoleto, creating speculation about the nature of their discussion. This interaction carries particular significance given Marko's recent comments dismissing Bortoleto as merely a B-tier driver, lacking the necessary speed for top-level competition, while praising other young drivers like Isaac Hadjar from the Red Bull Junior program. Bortoleto has responded to this criticism in the most effective way possible, through his performances on track. The Brazilian rookie has already shown impressive form in his debut season, reaching Q2 in both races so far and outperforming his more experienced teammate Nico Hülkenberg in China despite making an early mistake. His ability to extract strong performances from what is currently one of the slower cars on the grid has begun turning heads throughout the paddock. The timing of this conversation with Marko, coming immediately after another solid showing, adds further intrigue to the situation. Several interpretations of this interaction are possible. Marko may have been offering a reluctant acknowledgement of Bortoleto's capabilities after his recent performances, potentially reconsidering his earlier harsh assessment. Alternatively, given Red Bull's current evaluation of their own junior drivers, this could represent preliminary interest in Bortoleto as a potential future option for their driver program. The conversation might also have been a more general discussion about Bortoleto's adaptation to Formula One and his future prospects in the sport. What makes Bortoleto's performances particularly noteworthy is the context in which they're being achieved. Driving for Sauber, which currently fields one of the least competitive packages on the grid, he has demonstrated an ability to maximize the car's potential that belies his rookie status. This quality has historically been a hallmark of drivers who go on to achieve great success in Formula One. The juxtaposition of Marko's earlier criticism with this apparently cordial discussion creates an interesting narrative about how quickly perceptions can change in the high-pressure world of Formula One. The developing situation raises broader questions about driver evaluation and development in Formula One. Bortoleto's case highlights how quickly a young driver's stock can rise with consistent performances, even in suboptimal machinery. It also demonstrates how team executives like Marko must constantly reassess their evaluations based on emerging evidence. For Bortoleto, maintaining this level of performance could lead to greater opportunities, whether within the Sauber team as it transitions to its Audi future, or potentially with other organizations taking notice of his capabilities. This interaction between Marko and Bortoleto serves as a reminder of the complex dynamics at play behind the scenes in Formula One, where on-track performance directly influences off-track relationships and opportunities. As the season progresses, it will be interesting to observe whether this conversation represents a one-off moment or the beginning of an evolving relationship between the experienced executive and the promising rookie. Bortoleto's continued development and results will ultimately determine whether this interaction becomes a footnote in his career or a significant turning point. Recent discussions within Formula One circles have revealed a significant debate about the sport's future engine regulations, with serious consideration being given to abandoning the current hybrid power units in favor of a return to pure combustion engines, particularly the iconic V10 configuration. This potential shift comes as the sport grapples with several challenges posed by the hybrid era, including the increasing complexity, size, and weight of cars, along with concerns that the upcoming 2026 regulations may not deliver the expected performance improvements. The proposal to reintroduce V10 engines has already been presented to teams and engine manufacturers, receiving mixed reactions. While some teams like Red Bull and Ferrari have reportedly expressed support for the change, seeing it as a way to simplify the technical package and reduce costs, other manufacturers have raised serious objections. The divide highlights a fundamental tension in Formula One between maintaining technological relevance and preserving the essence of racing. Audi's recent public statement on the matter underscores the challenges facing this proposed change. The German manufacturer, preparing for its full factory entry in 2026, made clear that its decision to join Formula One was predicated specifically on the hybrid engine regulations planned for that season. Audi spokesperson emphasized that the 50% combustion/50% electric power unit architecture aligns perfectly with their road car technology strategy, making the championship relevant to their automotive business. This position echoes similar concerns from Honda, which has maintained its Formula One involvement primarily due to the hybrid technology's transfer potential to production vehicles. The debate touches on several critical issues for Formula One's future. Proponents of the V10 return argue that pure combustion engines using sustainable fuels could offer a better long-term solution, simpler, more compact, and ultimately more cost-effective than the current hybrid systems. They point to the potential for lighter, more agile cars and the return of the visceral engine sound that many fans associate with Formula One's golden era. Moreover, with sustainable fuel technology advancing rapidly, these engines could maintain environmental credibility while delivering improved racing. However, opponents counter that abandoning hybrid technology would represent a significant step backward, both technologically and commercially. For manufacturers like Audi and Honda, the current direction provides crucial research and development value that justifies their massive investments in Formula One. The potential departure of such manufacturers could deal a serious blow to the sport's credibility and financial stability, particularly after the significant effort expended to attract them. This developing situation presents Formula One management with a delicate balancing act. On one hand, there's clear appeal in simplifying the technical regulations to reduce costs and potentially improve the racing product. On the other, the sport must maintain its relevance to automotive manufacturers and their technological roadmaps. The outcome of this debate could shape Formula One's trajectory for years to come, influencing everything from the quality of racing to the composition of the grid. As the discussion continues behind closed doors, several key questions remain unanswered. Can Formula One find a compromise that satisfies both traditionalists and manufacturers? Would a return to V10 engines actually deliver the promised benefits, or would it create new challenges? And perhaps most importantly, how would such a fundamental change impact the sport's efforts to position itself as a leader in sustainable motorsport technology? Red Bull's driver dilemma. Lawson versus Tsunoda. Who deserves the seat? The Formula One paddock is buzzing with speculation as Red Bull reportedly prepares to make a crucial decision about its second seat alongside Max Verstappen. Current driver Liam Lawson, who stepped up to the main team after a promising stint with Racing Bulls, formerly AlphaTauri, has struggled to make an impact in the opening races of 2024. With pressure mounting, rumors suggest Yuki Tsunoda could replace him as early as the upcoming Japanese Grand Prix, a move that has sparked intense debate among fans and experts alike. Lawson's rocky start. Time running out? Since joining Red Bull Racing, Lawson has faced an uphill battle. While Verstappen continues to dominate, the young New Zealander has failed to match his teammates' pace, leaving team bosses unimpressed. Sources within the team indicate that a high-level meeting is scheduled this week to evaluate Lawson's future, with Tsunoda emerging as the leading candidate to take his place. Red Bull has never been known for patience with underperforming drivers. The team's ruthless approach to driver development has seen talents like Pierre Gasly and Alex Albon demoted after failing to meet expectations. Now, Lawson appears to be facing the same fate, despite having shown flashes of potential during his substitute appearances last season. Tsunoda ready to step up? Yuki Tsunoda, currently driving for Racing Bulls, hasn't been shy about his ambitions. When asked about the possibility of a Red Bull promotion, the Japanese driver confidently stated, "I'm 100% ready for that seat. The Red Bull car is much faster than what I'm driving now, and I know I could do a better job." Tsunoda's self-assured comments haven't gone unnoticed by Lawson, who fired back with a pointed response. "He can say whatever he wants. I raced against him for years in junior categories, and I beat him. I've beaten him in F1 too. So he can talk, but the results speak for themselves." Indeed, Lawson has a strong record against Tsunoda in their junior careers, including Formula 2 and Formula 3. Even in their limited head-to-head F1 battles, Lawson has often come out on top. However, Tsunoda's recent form at Racing Bulls, outperforming teammate Daniel Ricciardo consistently, has strengthened his case for promotion. The bigger picture, Red Bull's long-term plans. Red Bull's decision won't be based solely on past rivalries. The team must consider heavy checkmark current performance. Tsunoda has been delivering strong results, while Lawson struggles to adapt. Heavy checkmark marketability. Tsunoda's popularity in Japan could be valuable for Red Bull's global brand. Heavy checkmark team dynamics. Verstappen prefers a stable, fast teammate who won't disrupt the team's harmony. If Lawson is demoted, it wouldn't necessarily mean the end of his F1 career. A return to Racing Bulls could give him time to refine his skills, much like Gasly did before earning another shot at a top team. However, with Red Bull's junior program brimming with talent, including Isaac Hadjar and Ayumu Iwasa, Lawson's window of opportunity may be closing fast. Your turn. Who should get the seat? Do you think Red Bull should stick with Lawson and give him more time to adapt? Or is Tsunoda truly ready for the step up? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the latest F1 updates. The driver market is heating up, and we'll be here to break down every twist in this high-stakes saga.